So on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, if Tawaf al-Ifada was not performed on the 10th day, then you would go to Makkah and you perform your Tawaf al-Ifada. Okay. And so what else do you need to do on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah? You need to pelt all the 3 Jamarat and then you return to your camp in Mina. So you proceed for the stoning. And when is the stoning to be done? Anytime between Zawal, which is a few minutes before Dhuhr Salah, and before sunset. Between this time period, you can go to the Jamarat and do the stoning. All 3 stonings will have Jamarats will have to be stoned on the 11th of Dhul Hijjah, starting with the smallest Jamarat. So it's very easy. It's as you enter, the smallest will be the one that's close to you, and you will need to first do it at the smallest one, which is the 7 stones, and then in the middle one you do another 7 stones, and then the third one you do another 7 stones. So a total of 21 stones. Okay. Now from the Sunnah, there is a few things that you do for the Jamarat. So you face first the smallest Jamarat. So when you face the smallest one, Makkah is basically to your left and Minas to your right. You throw each 7 of the 7 stones into the basin of the Jamarat, reciting Allahu Akbar after each throw. After stoning in the first Jamarat, you go to the side, face the Qibla, raise your hands and make whatever dua you want to. Then you calmly proceed to the second Jamarat, and there again you face the Jamarat, you do the stoning, the 7 stones, and you recite Allahu Akbar after each throw. You have to make sure that the stones go into the basin and you're not aiming for the pillar, because if you aim at the pillar, it's going to bounce back. And after stoning the second Jamrat, again, you move to the side, face the Qibla, raise your hands and make dua. Then you go on to the third Jamrat. Again, you do the 7 stones, throw the 7 stones, saying Allahu Akbar after each throw. And with the third Jamrat, you move onwards back to your tent without doing any dua. Of course, in the process of walking towards your tent, you can do dhikr, subhanallah, alhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. All these dua, dhikr you can do. Okay. Then you are on the 12th day of Dhul Hijjah. Okay. So what is the main thing that you're supposed to do on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah is you're supposed to again pelt all 3 Jamarat. Now, if Tawaf al-Ifada was not performed on the 10th day or the 11th day, then you go to Makkah and you perform Tawaf al-Ifada, and you can also proceed for the stoning. When is stoning done? The same as the 11th day, between the Zawal and sunset. And then you stone all the 3 Jamarats, same process, starting with the smallest, middle, and then the last one. 7 stones per Jamarat and 21 stones will be required for that day of the 12th day. Okay. So once you are done, before Maghrib, you have to, if your group tells you that on the 12th of Dhul Hijjah, you will be leaving to Makkah, then on the 12th, before Maghrib, you have to leave from Mina after finishing your stoning. And the stoning has to be completed before the Maghrib time of the 13th day of Dhul Hijjah. Okay. If not, then you will have to give fidya. Then what happens? Then we move on to the 13th day of Dhul Hijjah. If your group is still in Mina on the 13th day, right after Fajr, you are allowed to do the stoning in the 3 Jamarat, 7 pebbles for each Jamarat, and then you leave for Makkah. So you leave to Makkah, and your group might have an accommodation, a hotel in Makkah, or they might leave straight out of Makkah back to Jeddah or to Medina. So depending on your scenario, the last rite that you need to do before leaving for Makkah is to perform Tawaful Wada, okay, which is the farewell Tawaf.